Oh, hello there, and welcome back to Wetlines. You join me, Ian Baker, down on a 48-hour session at Tricklebrook. Excuse the shambles. It's Friday evening. I think it's about 6:30 now. Got here for about 5, and it was still 26 degrees, absolutely scorchio. But look at this, straight in on the surface. We'll crack on with this real quick. We're into fish number 1 already. So welcome to the vlog at Tricklebrook. I think it's about 7, 8, 9 pounds. I don't care. Surface fishing. I'm buzzing. I haven't surface fished for ages. Let's get it back. Let's have a little chat. Let's crack on. Well, there we go, people. Welcome to Wetlines. As you can see, we're on Tricklebrook. This is a swim. Like I said, just had my first fish. Caught it with the classic quarter or bolt thing. Nice little bit of line. And a lovely little, tiny little mainline pop-up, 12mm. Haven't got anything set up yet. I literally got all the stuff around here. Chuck some dog biscuits in, see what was popping. It was popping. Let's see if it happens again. Just like that. Hasn't taken me too long. That's exciting because, as I say, it's Friday evening. I'm here till Sunday evening. It has been hotter than the sun today. Like I say, when I got here about 5, it was 27 degrees. And if you know the venue, over there yonder is where the car park is. I've actually put in the effort on the hottest day of the year to walk to the furthest swim on the lake, which has done me no good, but I caught a fish, so it has. There we go. Don't know if that's on the camera. It's a bit of fish. There's a fish there, barsh. So it don't take long to get them cooking. I'm buzzing for this. I haven't done any surface fishing for a long time. Barsh. The venues I've been going to, it don't seem to work. Works here, so we're buzzing. Like I say, I don't know what, I actually don't actually know what, I have no idea what the time is as per. I said 6:30, it's actually 7:10 now. So, 7:10, probably got another hour of light. What do? Do I get the bivvy up or do I get the rods out? I think we get the rods out and deal with it later on, don't we? I think so. So I'm going to crack on, see if I can catch another one. If you're new to the channel, bonjour. Feel free to subscribe, appreciate it. If you're an existing viewer, welcome back. Stay tuned. In a bit. Well, didn't get it on camera, took too long. We got another one on. I do love me some surface fishing. It is without question the best. Moving a lot slower, this one. Hopefully the sign of a bigger fish. Time will tell. Much slower. Couldn't care less, this fish. Appears to be a mirror. Seems to not have any effort in it. Definitely, I don't even know if he did say that, but it's in the net. Happy days. We got a mirror. Oh, hello, bit close. You beauty. So before we weigh it, I'm just going to zero that bad boy off. Wet sling. I want everyone to be happy. Zeroed. Sling's wet, already caught a fish, remember that. Let's get into it. There we go, people, it's a bit lively. It wasn't in the water. Fish number 2. About an hour, 2 hours in. It's not a bad fish, is it? Lovely mirror. Oh, again on the same surface rig setup. We'll have a little way up. I reckon it's got to be high teens, if not maybe a 20. Let's have a look. Oh man, that is so hot. Let's have a look to here. Oh, no. Calm yourself. You're not doing the calm. Looks to me like 24. Hopefully that's coming across. I can maybe try and zoom in, but about 24 pound. Happy days. Well, I'm so hot. Let's get this fish back. Whew. Oh, water level is chronically low here. It's a bit difficult. I don't even know if you can get to see this. Oh, I'm sweating bits. 2 fish in an hour and a half. What a start. I might have to start setting up camp now because there's a bit of a storm coming. Would you Adam and Steve it? We're into fish number 3 already. Kind of slow again. No, a bit more pace about its movement maybe. Screams smaller fish. But who knows? Been known to be wrong. It's a bit of me, this. Minus how hot I am. Pleasant evening. 3 fish in under 3 hours if we catch it. Action. I see fisherman pose rocking. Not a problem. Little common. Probably the same one I had earlier. Very similar. The water being so low is making this netting real je suis difficile. Definitely a smaller fish. Look at it. Shift, but not big fish. Where are we? Get away from this little potential snag action that's going on over here, tying up. Can't be having that. I am hot, but I'm not bothered. Well, I'm bothered by the hot, so I guess I am. Fish number 3. What is it? 8.06. So I've had 3 fish in about 3 hours. Bang on, that is. Let's go have a little gander. Well, there we go. Fish number 3. We're going to have a little break after this because it's going to get dark very soon and I'm in no way situated. But here we go. I don't know what it weighs. We're going to just call it maybe a 9 or 10. I don't care. There you go. Fish number 3 in 3 hours. All off the surface. Oh, it's a good evening. It's going to be a hot weekend. It might just be a morning and evening job, but if this is what I can do every morning and every evening, we're looking forward to it. So there we go, fish number 3. We're going to get it back, and I'm going to have to sort the rest of my camp out yet, because it's all in shambles, and get ready for the night. So I need 10 minutes. Talk to me in a bit. Oh well, people, a bit calmer now. Saturday morning, and 3 fish were all I had for that evening. I had to get everything else sorted, situated before it got dark, which I just about did. So yeah, I've got 2 rods back out on the bottom at the minute, keeping the other one ready for surface action again. I've just gone for what I'm confident with, what I know. Both rods, IQD rig with the cell wafters. Oh, it's just nice to be a bit cooler. A lot of rain overnight though. Heavy storm, a lot of rain. Hopefully that'll have a positive impact. But yeah, so welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you're new around here. Hopefully it's a bit of you. It's meant to be about in the low 20s today, degrees. So yesterday was the first time I've done surface fishing at this venue. So I don't know if it was just the perfect conditions for it, or whether it can trigger at any time. I threw some biscuits out there just now, but just getting attacked by the ducks for now, so I've got to slip them out on the sly without them seeing. But yeah, so we've got my 2 rods out on the bottom. We've got my right rod about a rod and a half length off the corner of the island, and my left rod's just down the margin. And as I say, the baiting rules here are pretty limited in terms of ground bait. It's just boilies and pop-ups. So threw some boilies down to there from the side, catapulted them out there. So we're baited up, we're ready to go. I'm just really hoping the fish come back on top again, because it's my favourite kind of fishing. I've not been able to do it for ages, but it was an absolute buzz. Awesome stuff that. If you've never done a bit of surface fishing, I highly advise it. Whether it's a bit more effort, because you know you've got to be eyes on the prize, you've got to be catapulting, you've got to be on the ball, but it is. You can probably just put it down in a bite alarm and wait for them to take it, but I would definitely give it a go. And if the weather's dependent on it and it's happening, get yourself down Tricklebrook, because it works here. Awesome stuff. But anyway, fingers crossed I'll get them back on the surface again. If not, we've got 2 baits, 2 rods on the ground. Feeling good. Catch me later. Okay, well it's morning of day 2. Jesus. Had the rods out on the bottom out for about no longer than half hour, and one of them's already gone off on the IQD rig, cell wafter. But I won't lie to you, could be the smallest fish I've caught for many years. Look at this little cutie. I don't even know how to handle it. Oh. It's almost awkward to handle, it's so small. Look at that little cute one. I don't even know how much that weighs. I've never caught a fish there. I don't remember the last time I caught a carp this small, but very pleased about it, because it was absolute ripping quality take on the bite alarms. Rod was bending left. Add some excitement to my day. Good start of the morning. Baited spots working. Happy days. Let's put it back, because this is tiny but cute. Anyway, in a bit. Rightio people, it's midday, Saturday, so full day 1. I've had a couple more fish, a couple little commons and mirrors, but we're talking tiddlers, not worth your time to see. So, and they're still on the bottom baits. The surface fishing's died off a bit at the minute. I'm hoping it picks up a bit later in the evening. So because I'm catching all these little piddlers, I've got to try and mix it up a little bit. So on my left hand margin rod, where I've caught 3 or 4 fish now, I've gone for a little snowman action. Pretty much exactly the same as what I did on my last trip to Mousehole. Still had some of them red lobster freebies. So using one of them with the wafter, using one of them with a cell wafter as a little bit of a snowman action, to hopefully try and evade the small fish. But they're small, but they've got big mouths, do you know what I mean? So who knows. And the right hand rod, we've switched that up to a Ronnie rig, spinner rig, whatever you want to call it. And on that one, Again, we've tried to evade the fish. We've gone for an 18mm, we've only gone for an 18mm pop-up, a Northern Special. Nice bright red. I don't know if red's anything working here, but a nice big red pop-up. Again, in the hope that the little fish can't get that in its gob, but I suspect they can and will, so never mind. So yeah, I've probably had about 6 or 7 fish so far. The notable best one, obviously, that 24 pounder, that was on the surface. 2 or 3 10 to 12 pound ones, 3 or 4 cuties, nothing about them. But I'm happy, you know what I mean? I take any fish on any session, but I've had a good head of small ones now. I don't want no more. I'll try not to get any more. I'm going to try with these new rigs, new setups, new baits to get the bigger ones in. So the pop-up rig I've literally just cast probably about rod length off the island that's in front of me. And then the other rod down the margin as per where they've been getting all the baits. Because I've been walking around there just chucking in a lot of freebies. It's been producing. But at the minute, it's not as hot as yesterday, which I'm a big fan of. Quite a bit more windy, which is probably what might make the surface fishing a bit more tricky. So this seems like a really best of both worlds kind of lake at the minute. It's only my second time I've fished it. So the first time I fished it, I had a 29 pounder. Oh, look at this bad boy. Whopping common. And whatever else. This session we've had a 24 pounder and some, you know, other things. So there's definitely some big ones in here, but there's also a lot of little ones. So it seems like the kind of lake, now I don't want to be making judgments on people, it seems like the kind of lake you won't blank on, I think. There's a lot of little ones and seemingly some big ones. So that seems like a bit of best of both worlds. You know, the surface fishing works, the rigs on the bottom work. Seems like a decent little venue. If you've had any different experiences, let me know below. I mean, I don't know what the biggest fishing here is. I've looked on Facebook on their page. There's a couple of 30s. I don't know if that's all of them, or you never know. So fingers crossed we can get into some high 20, 30s maybe on the remainder of this session, we'll see. But for now, I've just put both the rods back out there, freshened up, ready to try and avoid the small ones. So stay tuned. Hopefully the next time you see me, a bit of a bigger fish in a bit. Right, yeah, people. So, bit of a lull in the session at the minute, so I thought I'd bring your attention to this little product here. Done quite a lot of reviews on New Direction tackle. So this is the latest addition to my arsenal of their equipment. It's the New Direction tripod bivvy bed organiser table situation, and as I say, it's pretty nifty. It's pretty modular as well. So for starters, it's just on a bank stick, like you'd have all your bite alarms or whatever on, into the normal feet situation. But the beauty of this is, say you're in a bivvy with a ground sheet, that's where you attach. That situation. If you're in a bivvy with no ground sheet, that just becomes a spike. So you could obviously, this might not go too well, but I also think it'd be a very good little option for a match fisherman. It's just very light, very, you know, this all comes apart just to literally the table and the individual parts. It's very light, very easy to move around, cracking. And then on top of it, as I say, it's all very modular. So you get a few bits and bobs, you can literally unhook it, little pot there for whatever you want to put in there, leads, hooks, boilies, whatever. If you don't want it on there, click it in the back, bosh. Got some hooks here, holding on ready for when I want them. And you've got a nice little cup holder on the side there, you can take that off, put that on any side you want. Got some hooks here again, ping it up, take it off, move it across, put it in, slide it down. All these little notches, you've got them all on the front and the back, and then some different options on the side. You've got a nice little recess on the top here for a tablet or a mobile phone. Nice little section in the middle there to keep all your little bits of tackle. And of course, because it's on essentially a tripod with an adjustable pole, you can literally adjust the height accordingly. So yeah, that is the New Direction tackle, bank stick and bed chair organiser. organiser. Well, it's a cracking little item, as I said. Whether you're in a bivvy with a ground sheet or not, you've got the options. You can put the legs on the bottom, take it off, or just put the spike straight in the ground and you're sorted. A nice little solid little table there. I've had my phone obviously smashing about on there, like I ain't putting that on gently, and that's just on the tripod on some uneven grass. And you've got lots of little options. As I said, take things off, put on whatever side you want, hooks on the side, little cup holder. All the little recesses have all got little areas for water to run away, so if you are using the outside, whether you are match fishing or you've got it outside near your rods, all the little compartments have got little holes in just to let the water drain away. So I just thought I'd show you that, just as a continuation of my reviewing New Direction product. There's another one, if you want to check it out, I'll put the link down in the description. But there you go, that is the New Direction bank stick and bed chair organiser. Stay tuned. Right, here we go, people. Fish number, I don't know what. It's come about 6 PM, no, 5:30, because football's just kicked off. 5:30 for all day one. Nothing all day, pretty much. We've got another one in the bag. It's the rig I put out there with the snowman on, trying to avoid the smaller ones. We've managed to get a somewhat bigger one. Nice mirror. Hey. You gotta love it when a tactic pays off. We'll give it a little way, it's probably about £15, £14 I'm guessing. But lovely jubbly. Very happy with that. That's on the snowman rig on an IQD wafter. Down the margin. We'll have a little way, just because why not. Seems all good. £15. I couldn't have been more on the money. I don't know if that's going to be that zoom inable. £15. Right on it, beautiful. Tactics to avoid the little babies. Paid off a bit. Let's get this one back. Fingers crossed we can get into some more. Catch you in a bit. Righto, people. Before I put this back out, just want to refresh the bait, but I'm just going to show you what we're working with here. As I said, little snowman rig. Little sail wafter is the white one, and then the little red lobster boilie from my last session on an IQD rig. Happy days. So we're going to freshen that up. Put a couple of fresh boilies on that. Whack that down the margin. Watch the football. Catch another carp. Sounds awfully simple, doesn't it? Well, brace yourself. Let's see if it happens in a bit. It's about 1:30, 2 o'clock on the Sunday. I've only got a couple of hours left. Not had any more fish since yesterday, since that 15-pounder. It's kind of died off a bit, really. Surface fishing never really got going again. Absolutely nothing's occurred, but I've had a good little session. Not sure how many fish I've had in the end, maybe about 7 or 8. But only really 2 of any real note, really. Obviously the 24-pounder, by far fish of the sesh. A little 15-pound yesterday. Then there might have been 2 others, but maybe between 10 and 12. And then a fair few, just absolutely little cuties, but you ain't here to see them. You're here for the big boys. But yeah, Tricklebrook. Easy. It's a decent little venue for a very mixed bag. You know what I mean? I think if you're a first timer or someone looking for a PB to a certain level, I think you can get a bit of both of it out of this venue, you know? As I said on my last session, I had a 29 out of this lake over in the other corner. We've had a 24 this time, so you can definitely get into some high 20s here, but you might have to get through some little ones as well, so kind of the best of both worlds. Coming here just for some action, I think it could be the lake for you. If the conditions are right, surface fishing, absolutely top draw. Missed some of that action. I haven't had the chance to do a bit of surface fishing for a very long time because the venues just don't either allow it or it just doesn't happen. But it worked out well here. So I'm going to start packing up nice and slowly now. The rods are going to stay up, obviously, till last. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if there's no more fish, this will probably be the end of the vlog. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope if you're a new viewer to my content, to our content, you might want to consider hitting that subscribe button. Got some more videos in the pipeline coming through, some more sessions that have happened or are about to happen, so plenty more content coming down around the Kent area. So if you want to stay tuned and see what goes on there, hit that subscribe button and stay along with us. Also, you would have seen in this video, shows you the new direction bivvy bankside table contraption. If you want a chance to win the new direction bankside bivvy tripod table, be sure to like the video and comment down below of the YouTube video the word win. It would be ideally helpful if you're on the Facebook page as well, just because it would be easier to contact you to get your details. If you want to win this very one, like the video, comment down below the word win to be in a chance to win this, and I will draw a name from the comments on my next session. But for now, as I said, unless there's another fish, this will be the end of the vlog, so keep those lines wet, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.